welcome. I'm so glad you could be with me today. I hope you're all doing really well. It's been a little while since I've done one of these videos, the How Is He Really Feeling for You? And so we're going to be looking at today what is actually undergoing, like what's going on underneath everything, okay? What's going on beneath the surface for your Divine Masculine? Sunshine says hello. I did try to bring her out, but she was being a little bit cranky, so I think it's because it's her bedtime. But yes, she's back in her cage now, and she's happy I'm in the room with her. But lately she's been a little bit crazy getting into everything, so I'm just trying to establish a routine with her and for her. And yeah, just get everything for her toys and treats and all sorts of stuff. And I've still got to get a perch. I actually did get this little perch, but I didn't realize it was so tiny, and when she sits on it, it kind of, you know, she tilts it and everything. I was hoping she'd sit on it while she was sleeping, but that's not happening because she sees all the cards and she wants to get into them. So yeah, I'm still trying to establish some kind of boundaries with her, and just, yeah, we're getting to know each other still. But I'll put her in the next video and she'll say g'day, and I might get her to choose some cards again, which was pretty cool. So we have 3 readings in front of you today. We've got the Lady Beetle. Okay, Lady Beetle here with the Light Seers Tarot, and we've got the Green Tree Frog, okay, with the Triple Goddess Tarot for number 2, and number 3 is this blue robin. I don't even know if it is a robin, because I think you can only get red robins. I don't even know, but it's a blue bird. I have to look that up now. I'm thinking about that. Someone's name might be Robin. There you go. It could be a sign. So guys, I'll give you a moment to focus. Put your person in mind. Put your Divine Masculine in your mind. Take a deep breath if you wish to, and choose your pile, and we'll get started shortly. Hi group 1, how you going guys? I was about to say howdy and I don't even know why, I don't even speak that. But yeah, I was going to say howdy, and I don't know, I'm just in a bit of a weird mood, I guess. Maybe I'm tuning into a bit of your Divine Masculine's energy, that he's a little bit, you know, fun, light, free, carefree, just having fun, maybe happy, I don't know. There's some kind of silly energy I'm currently feeling that I'm in right now as I'm tuning into this reading. Oh my god. So this is the Lady Beetle. So let's have a look. Okay, we've got the Light Seers Tarot. Let's see what is going on with your Divine Masculine. Okay, what's going on beneath the surface? And I'm going to do this a little bit differently today. You know, for those of you who know how I do my layout, I usually do, you know, his current energy regarding you, what he's feeling for you, and then we get into the main theme. But today I decided that I want to do it, well, I was guided actually by Spirit to do it this way, which is to suss out what's going on in his current situation, just in general, then what's going on with him regarding you, what he's feeling for you, what he wants from you, that kind of thing. We're going to look right into it all, okay, underlying everything. So can I get his current energy, please, Spirit? Group 1's Divine Masculine. Group 1's Divine Masculine might wear a necklace. I'm seeing a necklace. So whether it be like a silver necklace or a beaded necklace, I'm seeing a necklace for your Divine Masculine. That's going to resonate with some of you. And an eyebrow piercing or something like that. I see piercings maybe on the tongue or the nose. I'm getting piercings as well for some of you. And yes, tattoos. I get a dragon tattoo. I'm seeing the dragon tail. Now, if they don't resonate with you, those particular messages, doesn't mean this reading is not for you, okay? There's just certain messages that do come through. Sometimes I'm getting the letter R very strongly here as well. Okay, current energy of this Divine Masculine, please. Just generally what's going on in his life right now. 4 of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful energy, that one. Oh, hang on. So we got the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Oh, okay. So it looks like your Divine Masculine is saying goodbye to things, looking at his options. He might be feeling, as I said, a bit more in a silly mood right now. Looks like he just wants to break free from the pain. Whatever's come to an end for him, just something has come swiftly to an end right now, and he's looking at his options. But he's also in a party mood, feeling light, feeling free, needing to break free from a cycle that has changed or ended for him. And he might be kind of just trying to have fun. I feel like your divine masculine has had a lot of heaviness from this past cycle here. And it could be family related, could be karmic partner related, could even be parts of this, like this relationship with you. We're going to get more into that in a minute, but you'll know what this is in like specifically for you. There's black crows in this. So if you see black crows, it represents your person's coming to an end of a cycle, that karmic cycle. It's very painful for him. He has to pick himself back up. And at the moment, all he wants to do is just maybe socialize or keep his options open in terms of where he's next going to be, where his home is, home is where the heart is, so to speak. So it kind of feels like he's trying to just find where his home is. He's trying to find where he belongs right now. Could be drinking, partying, that kind of thing as well here. But it's only with a small circle. I don't feel like it's with a whole heap of people. But he has got lots of invites coming to him, I feel, as well. So he has broken free from something and he's feeling a lot lighter. We've got perfection, so it's reversed here. So it's like he doesn't feel like he has to be meeting up to anyone else's expectations. He doesn't want to be a perfectionist in his life. He just wants to break free. He wants people to accept him and acknowledge him for who he is. So he might be quite a unique individual in terms of he might think outside the box rather than following the sheep of the world. That's how he might see things, like don't follow the sheep. What we call sheeple, people that have to follow the norms all the time. And he wants to break free from that kind of stuff. He doesn't, maybe he doesn't really want to follow the rules. He wants to kind of just be a bit of a rebel. So there is a little bit of that energy coming through with your divine masculine, that he doesn't want to just follow the rules anymore. It could have been that he was brought up in a strict religious household. Only for some of you that'll resonate. And that is kind of like now rebelling against that stuff, What else am I getting with this? Cigarettes, smoking, bonfire. I'm seeing bonfires. It's that kind of energy where I feel like he is just letting loose, like he's just, and I'm not saying this, it's not in so much in a sexual way, by the way, with other people. I just feel like he's trying to break free from pain. He might be breaking free from being restricted, under those rules, or perhaps it was even a controlling relationship with the partner. There's something he's just breaking free from, where he just wants to really try and find himself. He's soul searching right now. The 7s are always a soul searching number for me. It's a spiritual number, trying to find his spiritual home. With the 4 of Wands can be the twin flame card as well. So it could be that he's off seeking, trying to find his twin flame, even on a spiritual level. He may not consciously know that, but, through his feelings, his intuition, his yearning to feel like he belongs somewhere, he's trying to find that. And it could be at the moment that he's veering off course, which really in reality is not off course, because he has to go to where he needs to for those lessons. But what I'm saying is he could be veering off course from this connection with you at this stage. Because he is seeking out things, and he might think that that's his home, that's where he's meant to be. He's drawn to those things with people or parties or socializing. Maybe there are some substance abuse or use going on here for him, and it doesn't have to necessarily be a huge bad thing like an addiction. It could be just drinking a glass of wine with friends around a fireplace, things like that. He just feels like he needs to break free from this pain and start getting out, and not being such rigid. He might have been really hard on himself at one point, but now he doesn't want to follow that path anymore. He wants to just break free, experiment, explore, that kind of thing. So how is he feeling for you? How is your divine masculine feeling for you? Magician, the Magician, which is the Gemini Virgo energy. And we got the Ace of Cups reversed. And we got the 3 of Swords. The 4 of Swords. Okay, so he's in healing mode regarding you. Okay, so he might be a bit emotionally closed off from you at this stage. He might just be withdrawn. Because what we see here is the Ace of Cups here shows the heart chakra. See how she's holding the energy in the bowl there in the cup, and it's the heart chakra. So he or she, however you resonate. But when we look at this reversed, we see, like, also the blue is all about that. Dark blue is all about the indigo third eye color as well. So it's like he's trying to see the truth through his heart chakra, but it's blocked right now. He can't see the truth of what he feels for you right now. He's withdrawn. See how there's a little love heart here as well. He's trying to heal right now and just he's healing in other ways. This is his healing time. Some people will take time out and be a hermit. He's coming out of hermit mode, trying to form connections with people. And it could be that at the same time he's really been stuck, feeling that he has been told what to do. He's just, he's broken free from something that's really been heavy. But I feel like what he's doing here, the Gemini Virgo energy, is communication as well. You could see the blue as communication there. Is that he's trying to manifest. What's he trying to manifest? I want to see what this is, because he's trying to be in control of his emotions, and that's why they're, blocked here. That's what's going on. He's controlling that. He's withholding it. He's withdrawing his love at this time. Yeah, he's withdrawing it and going into other things. So it could be that he does work a lot, and that's where he's putting a lot of his energy into, is this kind of thing, but also work perhaps. This could be work-related stuff for him as well, that he's, chasing his passions, he's chasing his dreams, he's trying to find where he fits in the world and in his career life here. We've got a snake here as well, so it could be that someone owns snakes, or just to be, it might be that someone has bitten him before, and that's where this pain comes in, this betrayal or pain right here. And so he's really had time to just, he has to lick his wounds and he has to move on. But at the moment he is hiding away behind work as well. He could be traveling for work. And we see that, someone might wear a cap like this as well, like the guy's wearing in this, the masculine. So, and someone might, there might be a carnival or some kind of fair or festival he might be going to. Like, I get a musical vibe. So yeah, she's holding a what do you call that again? A tambourine, that's it. I was nearly said tangerine, oh my God. So a tambourine, and they're dancing and stuff. So it could be that he is a musician. He might play at like a festival or something like that. But I get that kind of vibe where he's off just having fun, perhaps with friends, But when it comes to you, he is really kind of withdrawn there, He really is, he's not coming forward with that, that's for sure, at the moment. He's just really quite blocked with that. And what I got here is transformed. I'm not the same person anymore. So after this pain, it's really made him wake up. Even though he is chasing things and seeing what his options are, that's not a bad thing. That's just him trying to explore and find himself. But he is transforming, and he has transformed. So perhaps he, as I said, there was a big weight lifted off his shoulders. So he's really in the stage of breaking free from this cycle that's been like a karmic cycle for him, and he's transforming. And support, I want to be the one who stands beside you and assists you in all your success. So he wants to be someone who is evolved in themselves. Like, he doesn't want to come back. If he wants to return to you, if this is a separation, he doesn't want to come forward. Like, he doesn't feel like he can support you whilst he's like this anyway. He can't confront heavy things right now, and he can't confront you for whatever reason at the moment. He may be afraid of looking at himself. He's still, chasing this stuff over here. And someone owns a dog, I'm getting. So I don't know why that's coming up, but someone owns a dog, and I'm also getting art. Okay, so someone might do or paint or draw or something like that. It'd be good with their hands, make things. Let's have a look then. What does he want from you? What does he want from you? The Devil card reversed and the Death, Rebirth, Scorpio transformation card here. We got the Capricorn for the Devil. And we got, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio for the Ace of Cups. And the Empress. Wow, there's some significant cards right here. These are all major arcanas right here, okay? So this is transformation, death, rebirth. The Empress is all about nurturing and growing and something being fertile and abundant. And this is the ties being cut from the shadows, okay? From the restrictions, things like that. I just want to get more info. Six of Pentacles reversed. All right, hang on. We got Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn energies there. So there's confusion here and the guilt reversed. Yeah, he's confused as to what he actually wants with this situation or this connection, okay? He's confused. I mean, he's trying to let go of past karmic stuff here. This is reversed, which is good because it does show he's breaking free from things, but at the same time, he might tie you in with that past here, the cycle that he's, you know, been in. And it could be that you're completely different to the lessons he's been learning with family or a karmic partner or just childhood issues, whatever it is. You might be completely different to that, but he's somehow tying it in with this. So he definitely wants this whole, this relationship to die. And if it is to come to life again and be born again, because that looks like what he wants here is that, you know, he's confused as to whether he should do that or not. He doesn't know whether to come forward and restart this with you and allow this to blossom into something beautiful. Because he sees you, Divine Feminine, as this beautiful Empress. And he does want a fresh start with you. This is what this looks like to me, is that he actually wants to come forward into this transformed. See, this is the transformation card. So he's transforming himself. But this is where the confusion comes in because he sees that you might still be stuck in the past, yet he wants to move into a new cycle with you, a new future, and cleanse. See how the rain and the water is cleansing the earth? Well, he wants this to be cleansed, this relationship. He doesn't want to go back to old patterns or old conversations or dredging up the old, which Scorpios can do. They hold on to things and they can hold a grudge. And I feel like for him, he wants to let go of this stuff. He wants you to let go of stuff so that it can be reborn, can be cleansed once and for all. So I don't know why I've got chemical heart in my head from Grinspoon when I look at this card. Chemical heart. Yes, you'll have to look that up. Chemical Heart. I'll put a link in the description box below because that's a song coming through here. I'm not even sure. I can't even remember the lyrics, but that's coming through. So your person might be into Grinspoon. It might be a song that you resonate with. But that's interesting. And so we've also got Six of Pentacles reversed. So at the moment, he just feels like he just can't give you, he can't prop you up, he can't make you feel beautiful, he can't make you feel abundant and full and complete. He needs you to be able to work on yourself with this because he doesn't feel like, even if he was to get to the point where he's good in himself, he's not sure whether he can carry a lot of the issues in this as well. So I feel like he is trying to do the right thing. He is trying to work on himself, but he does have guilt that he's trying to let go of here. He really doesn't want you to make him feel guilty. That's what I'm getting with this reversal here. He's confused about coming in because he does have these deep feelings for you. But yes, there is definitely this feeling of not wanting to come in full of guilt. And that might sound like a bit of a cop-out because if he has hurt you in some way, he has to acknowledge that, you know. He has to come forward and let you know that, you know, he's sorry and things like that. So let me get a bit more info. What's he going to do? So unhealthy, I need help. So yes, at the moment he needs help. He's off searching for himself. He's trying to get on his feet. And it does say here, I want to be the one who stands beside you and assists you in all your success, supports you. I want to support you. Maybe he also wants to support you in your business, you know, things like that. But he's feeling like he's not there yet. Nothing matters anymore. I give up, depressed. So this is how he feels when maybe this is how your energy is too when things go wrong, that you kind of withdraw, you become really sad, you lose faith in him, and he's feeling that. He's picking up on all of that. So I feel like it's a lot of pressure on his shoulders to, and I'm not saying this is what's happening, but this is how he's seeing it, is that you might expect a lot from him that he's unable to give at this stage, and it makes him feel guilty and ashamed that he can't be who you need him to be. And I think that he needs you to grow in yourself as well, but he also needs help. He knows that he has to. Now, for some of you, there is addictions with your person. He knows he has to get, go into rehab or whatever it might be. So there could definitely be this needing to pull back, because if he's to get to, to be with you now under all these things, when it's not being resolved, it could be triggering him back into things and relapses and stuff. So that's just a significant message for some of you there. I want to see what else is coming through here with him. What's going underneath the surface? What else is going on underneath the surface here? So beauty, so definitely having self-image issues going on there. Yeah, I want to get 2 more cards on that. 3 of Cups is the socializing. He needs to feel like he's good looking, or you know, that he's attractive to the opposite sex even. Like, he needs to know that he's attractive. He's lost so much self-confidence. What I feel too is that he just needs to feel like he belongs. It goes beyond this stuff, okay? It goes beyond the physical ego stuff types, you know, thing there with the self-image. It goes way beyond that. It goes back to the needing to belong. And yeah, Knight of Cups reversed. So I don't feel like he's necessarily looking for other people. I don't get that idea that, you know, the Knight of Cups is reversed. So he's not extending his hand out to anyone. He's, you know, bunch of roses here. He's not giving himself his feelings or anything like that to anyone else. I don't really feel like a flirtatious kind of energy coming through. I just feel like he needs to be around other people, like new people maybe. Could even be that he's seeking out new friendship circles because he's really trying to let go of a past. And he's really wanting to know, am I attracted, you know, am I an attractive person even to the same sex? And I'm not talking sexually. I'm talking that he just wants to know that he's a good person, that people are attracted to him, that people do want to be his friend. You know, and I think that with you guys, he is missing that friendship there as well. I really do feel that. But with it comes all the other stuff that he's just not able to face right now. So stress, I'm under so much pressure. Yeah, so he might feel like he's under pressure, like even to be a friend right now. He just, yeah, gratitude is reversed. So he's learning to be grateful for the things that have, you know, for this relationship, and also not take his friendships for granted. He might have lost people in the past, you know, because he was too much perhaps into his own issues. And Healer of the Ages, so healing is occurring for your Divine Masculine right now, which is absolutely beautiful. So if you're a believer in Jesus, this is Jesus, I would see him as coming in and helping your person. Some of you have been praying, but regardless of, you know, the person, the higher power that you believe in, this is a healing around your person, a beautiful healing energy coming around your person right now. There is divine intervention coming through. And with the 5 and the 1, 2, it represents a 6. So it's all about the love. You know, it's about that nurturing aspect here as well, and cocooning your person in the energy of love here. Because we do have the love heart here too. And we got another pregnant person here. So we had the 2 pregnancies here. We got the Empress and this person here. So someone could be pregnant. Okay, you might be pregnant. Or looking at wanting to have a family with your person, and they recognize that they didn't, you know, weren't grateful enough for what you were doing for them, or how you were being, you know, maybe giving them many chances. They recognize that you were a good friend to them as well. You were a good friend to him, and he might have blown it with so many other things, you know, that he was doing in his life, and not putting you first, or not respecting you, you know. So let's have a look then. What energy is he in still? Okay, with all of this right now, what's going on underneath the surface? So Yang, imbalanced, needing feminine, incomplete. So he's feeling very incomplete. He's feeling that void is there. So that's why he's filling it up with this, you know, chasing his dreams, goals, fun, playtime, friendship, socializing, that kind of thing. So he's trying to seek out you, but he's not knowing that, you know, he's seeking out other things to try and fill a void that he needs to come back to himself. And at the end of the day, he's got to come back to himself. And that's how he'll find you. So let's have a look at what else is going on with the shadows here, because the devil can represent shadows. So let's have a look what the shadows are. So boredom. Okay, so he's bored shitless. He's like sitting back thinking, oh my God, I got all these options. What am I going to do? You know, what do I want to do today? Where am I going to go? Who am I going to ring? You know, it's this kind of thing where he really is kind of just winging it and just floating around. Argumentative, so it could be that if he starts, you know, he doesn't want to have to confront anything and deal with anything and be locked in and, you know, into a corner with anything. If anything, he's distracting his energy right now. So he's distracting himself from any heavy stuff. He just wants to let loose, as I said, just be free to do what he wants right now. And that song is coming through. I'm free to do what I want any old time. Do, 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 do. That's coming through for this as well. Okay. And what's that chemical heart? I can't get started. Chemical heart. I can't remember all the words now. Every time I get started, you pull me apart or something. Anyway, I will put it in the link below. I hurt, he says. Sometimes when I think of you, it hits me so hard just how badly I have messed it all up. Will you ever forgive me? And I was in denial. I'm sorry I hid my real feelings from you. I have always been in love with you, and I'm a coward for not admitting that to you sooner. I'm gaining the courage to tell you face to face. Yes, he's trying to get stronger in himself. And you see me, you see the real me. That's why I struggle sometimes to look you in the eyes. You see right into my soul, and that makes me vulnerable. And that could be why he's withdrawing as well, because he's just not ready for that kind of intensity right now. But he is definitely feeling very hurt, and that's why he's withdrawing as well, because he is really missing you, and yet he knows he can't deal with this connection right now. He has to go and find himself. He has to grow in himself and learn those lessons. And soon enough, he will realize, you know, even though they will bring lessons, all these other avenues he's choosing you know, weighing up between, he will actually realize that he's missing you and there's a void there. And he'll come to realize, oh, it's you I need, you know, it's you that I need to come into my life. It's you I need to return to and embrace. And he also says here, you are worthy of so much more than what I can give you right now. I'm working on becoming the person that you can, oh God, I can't read. I'm working on becoming the person that can give you what you deserve. Okay. And what's this one? I hate the fact that I'm ignoring you and pushing you away. It just scares me to feel so deeply for you. I never had that before. And choose love, not fear, 666 3D. So if you're seeing 666, or even if he is seeing it, Spirit is bringing that through to show him to choose love, not fear. And that's also your special message here as well, to choose love, not fears, okay? No other can hold a candle to you. You're all I've ever wanted and more. And he's going to realize that, you know, that even when he is with friends, or even if he does think, oh, you know, this person, you know, if he looks at someone romantically or whatever, I feel like he's just going to be like, well, they're not you. I really do feel that so strongly, that he's going to realize and fall short that, you know, this person's not you. So we've got here, sometimes I feel just emotionally disconnected from everyone and everything. And I've said bad things about you to others, and now I don't know how to make it right. Can I still focus on my work even if I fall madly in love with you? So it's very interesting. Your person, you know, we saw the workaholic card here. So your person could be a very creative person who maybe there's a connection between you and their work. You might be colleagues, you know, you might have worked together, or you had a business together. Or, what am I saying here? Yeah, well, he's distracted too at the moment. So he's distracting himself, but it keeps coming back to you. He is thinking of you. He's confused about things because he's trying to move on into other things, but yet he's being pulled back to you, and he's feeling like he misses you. And he just feels guilty as well, because he knows that you deserve so much more than what he's giving to you right now. But he's also transforming, so he's not there yet with all of that. And love, here it is. I'm so madly in love with you. Wow. So he's possibly not even never told you that. He's just holding it within. So let's have a look at what the Divine Feminine wants to say. What is the Divine Feminine? What do you actually want to say to him, you know? What do you want to say to him? What's coming through like that he knows, okay? You make me feel like a nervous schoolgirl with a crush. So he might feel that you have acted that way around him, you know, that you've been a bit giddy, you really do love him, you look up to him, and he's kind of thinking, well, what do you see in me? You know, I'm hearing him say, what do you see in me? I'm not even giving you what you need. You deserve so much more than me. And where were you when I needed you? You broke me. Yeah, he knows this. He's feeling this from you. And this could be he's hearing this, you know, from you in his own mind as well, these kinds of things here, these messages, because he does say somewhere, I'm really sorry, you know, that I wasn't there for you when you needed me. I think that was something there. I'm becoming stronger and stronger every day. So he knows that you're growing, Divine Feminine. He knows that. He might see your social media, but he's feeling it, that you are becoming more independent and strong in yourself. All right, what's his higher self want to say to you? What does your Divine Masculine's higher self want to say? Spark 28. When we're in a room together, everyone sees our spark. We have this thing, you and I, and it's undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. So he knows there's definitely this chemistry when you're together, that it's undeniable. And it does say here, it's undeniable and visible to everyone. So everyone that would see you would know there's something very special between the two of you. Everyone sees that, you know, that fire within the two of you when you're together. And look at this, twin flame signs. Look for the signs of our connection. As your twin flame, I mirror what you're going through. Notice how we are very similar and share the same vision. There's a connection between us that can't be denied. So he believes that you are twin flames. And if he doesn't know the label, he knows it's a very special, significant connection that's like not your typical soulmate connection, okay? He does recognize that you are his person. And he would love to be able to move into this with you and create something beautiful with you. But he also knows that, yeah, he's got to find his spark elsewhere at the moment. But he still holds a spark for you. That's what he really does. And he's sending you signs all the time. He's sending you signs. Yes. Okay, let's have a look. Now, that could be dreams. That could be music. I do get music for a lot of you. I'm still not sure. Yeah, there's that confusion there. He's just not sure what to do. And I felt stuck and trapped. So he's saying that he's had to break free, not just from this, but other things as well. And I have no regrets. You know, I have no regrets meeting you and being with you. I'm right here with you always. So that's his spirit. You know, he wants you to know that even if he, in the 3D, has to go off and do his own thing, he's with you in spirit. I let other people get in the way. So yes, he might have done that in the past, but he's also doing it now. You know, he's allowing others to get in the way right now. All right, what else do I want to see here? So yes, I want to see these cards. Where am I? I've got so much stuff going on this table here. It's not funny. Oh my God. Okay, let me have a look. Oh yes, now I wanted to get these first. So I forgot about these. So what else is he saying? Please let me back in when I come. I'll die if I lose you forever. And we've got here, you're so amazing, it's intimidating. And we've got, I wanted to tear off your clothes and have my way with you, leaving my scent and prints all over what belongs to me. And it was love at first sight and my first true love. Nobody can take that away from us. So there's a lot of innocent, beautiful love here, and there's a lot of passion as well, wanting to rip your clothes off. So that's that chemistry coming through. And I think that's why he's also staying away, because he knows that if he is to come too close to you and start something up with you, not only will it bring up all the past stuff that hasn't been resolved, he's trying to stay away to also grow and to allow you to grow. But he also knows that you would both definitely, you know, it would be just something you wouldn't be able to hold back. That, you know, sexual intimacy, all that kind of thing. And it doesn't want it to harm you both either by not being able to, you know, move forward into something else just besides that. So let's have a look then. How is Spirit helping him right now? So, to be victorious, I love this. So divine helpers are coming in to help him, okay? What's that? Is it tulips? Looks like tulips, my favorite flower, or it could be roses, I'm not sure. But we got the divine helpers there coming in to help him be victorious on his path, which is just amazing. How is Spirit helping you, okay? How is Spirit helping you? For your self-esteem, divine feminine. So guardian archangel Michael is coming through. He is the angel of courage and protection and truth and mercy. And he's coming through to protect your heart, or to help you to protect your heart. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? His wings surrounding you, helping you to love yourself, which is just beautiful. All right, what am I doing? Gonna get some charms. Yep, I'm going to get some charms, but I also wanted to do these. These are my cards I forgot to do as well. All right, another message from him. I blame myself. I know we are soulmates, so that might be his words, soulmates. And yes, your feelings are correct. Look inside yourself as well. So he wants you to look inside yourself to see, you know, the love and the beauty and the light inside yourself. Yes, he does love you. Okay, he does love you, and yes, he is missing you. Okay, let's have a look at some charms here. This is for group 1. So we got the turquoise, which is all about friendship, protection especially. So I do feel like this relationship, this connection is being protected. It's also being tested, but it's being protected right now. We got the baby bottle. So we did have the Empress in pregnancy. So someone might be pregnant. You might have children together with this person, or, you know, someone might have children and really have responsibilities right now. But I do definitely see too with this that they might want to have a family with you. We got turquoise twice here, okay? So this is the ring, which represents a commitment with friendship at least. You might want to have a friendship at least with you right now. There's a bond that can't be broken here. And he is definitely cutting ties from the past. See, he's cut ties, which is just amazing. And this is a bond that can't be broken between the two of you. It's forever there. We've also got the Sagittarius little charm here as well, which represents optimism, travel, philosophy. It's about learning. And we've also got the Virgin. This is the Virgo here. So Virgo energy there as well, which means that he is hard working on himself. He wants you to be. And yes, we know he's all, you know, off doing stuff, but at the same time, he is learning those lessons there. And there's nature here as well. So someone needs to get out from nature, and it says rising from the rubble. So it could be that at the moment he just has to break free, just be a free spirit and get out there. And so do you, you know, you have to grow your wings. So you've got the wings there as well. Wings, a clash of wings, it actually says. It's interesting. A clash of wings, and it's a joint effort. See, joint effort's interesting. So that's different things coming through and weeding out the bad karma, which is something else that's happening in this connection, is that that's all got to happen whilst you're separated. Now the 5-cent coin, a echidna coin, so it could be an echidna, that's someone's medicine animal, or you might see one on your path, which can represent a sign for this. And 1987 is the date. Someone's name might be Elizabeth or Beth or Liz. Or Eliza. Then we've got the guardian angel, see the little cherub coming through as well. So it definitely shows lots of angelic energy around the connection. Someone might have a child in spirit, you know, and they could be overlooking this connection as well. Or sometimes we can see that there might be a soul hanging around and waiting to actually come through, because they want to, you know, have you as their parents. I do believe in that stuff. KNTH, so we've got KNTH, D and an R. I think I did say I saw an R in the very beginning as well. So KNTHDR and a C, guys. I hope that's resonated. I know it's been a long reading today. And if that's resonated, please put a green heart in the comments section below. If you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate, he says to you, mistakes are the soul's lessons. So he is learning his mistakes. He realizes, you know, he will soon realize that they are lessons for his growth and things like that here, and as well for you. Okay, so I look forward to connecting with you next time, guys. Love and blessings. Hi, group 2. Welcome, guys. You chose the Green Tree Frog and the Triple Goddess Tarot. So let's have a look at what's going on with your Divine Masculine. Doing this a little bit differently today from my normal format, which would be how is he currently feeling for you? like his current energy, etc., regarding you, how he's feeling for you. Today I'm going to be looking at his current energy just in his own life in general, as well as with you, okay, and how he's feeling for you. So what is your Divine Masculine's current energy, please, for Group 2, please, Spirit? Group 2's Divine Masculine, what have I got here? I was getting a fair bit of stuff in Group 1. Just want to see what's going on here. Before I do that, I just want to put my intention in. Group 2's Divine Masculine, please. I get dogs. I get dogs. Someone owns a dog. I know that came through in Group 1 as well. What have I got, please, Spirit? What's coming through with this Group 2's Divine Masculine? I'm getting lives near a river or a body of water. I'm getting like a lake or a river. Could be living in the city. I get a plane as well. I'm seeing a plane, so there might be business trips, or you might be interstate, or it could be a long distance connection here. And I'm getting a gold, I don't think it's a necklace. I think it's like a bracelet, a gold one. I'm seeing a gold one here that he might wear, or he might have gifted with you, might like gifted it to you. And I do get a happy birthday message coming through for someone's birthday. So if he hasn't sent the message, he's definitely thought about you on your birthday and wanted to send one through. I get the colour red. So it could be someone's favourite colour. He might wear red. I get the letter M very strongly. The letter M. I can't talk. Oh my God. And I do see like him writing a letter or writing something down. It could be just Spirit's way of showing me communication. He could have been trying to text or email or write something down, but I do get that as well. And what else am I getting with this Divine Masculine, please? Some are students. Okay, I do get a backpack on their back as well. So it could be travel or someone who's a student here. I don't know why I'm getting the words Roman Catholic, so that could be something. Okay, so that's coming through. Someone wears reading glasses. Okay, that might happen when they're reading. What else is happening, please, Spirit? What else is going on here? And they really like their coffee. Someone really loves a really strong coffee. And I do see the froth on the top, so it could be a cappuccino. I'm not sure. I don't drink coffee anymore, unfortunately, because I love it so much. But yes, I can smell coffee. It's a very strong coffee. Someone might be your Divine Masculine or you. Any of these messages could be yours. You know, you could resonate with these. Wow, wow, wow. Hang on. All right, what else am I getting? Tattoo. Yeah, that came through in the first one, a tattoo. But I'm getting a heart. I am getting a heart and a rose tattoo. What else am I getting? What am I getting, please, Spirit, with Divine Masculine number 2? Some Divine Masculines have lost their mum in spirit. So it is Mother's Day coming up for us in Australia. So yeah, it could be that around this time he's really thinking strongly about his mother. There's a lot of sadness there. Some of them were really close to their mother. And I'm hearing that, now this is a specific message. Some of your, well, could be one or two of you, but yeah, I'm getting a very small percent that your Divine Masculine was an orphan. So it could be that, you know, when I see that message, it could be that he was fostered out. Or he, yeah, definitely didn't know, like he was adopted out. He didn't know who his mum and dad were. And I do get a very big family with some of your masculines, like 3 brothers, 3 sisters, that kind of thing. You know, there's quite a large family for some of them. And some sheltered energy here too. So they could have been quite sheltered in some ways, and might be a little bit closed off with their way of thinking. So they might not necessarily open to wide views here. You know, they might be a bit conservative, maybe thinking about, you know, believing what only they kind of believe in. There might be scientific in their mind, you know, logic over feelings kind of thing. I'm getting a tan belt for some reason. I don't know why I see that. Like a brown belt, so they might wear a brown belt opposed to like a black belt or something. I'm not sure what that is. And I do get a beautiful garden. So some masculines might be a landscaper or just, you know, have a nice garden around their home. All right, let's get started. I know many more could come through, but we do have to get the reading happening. Okay, and I get the letter S. Okay, let's have a look here, please, Spirit. What is Divine Masculines? What is the Divine Masculine Group 2? Now, I just wanted to say quickly before you click off, you know, if none of those messages resonated with you, it doesn't mean this reading's not for you. It's just what comes through, okay, for specific people. All right, let's have a look. So Group 2's Divine Masculine, what current energy is he sitting in, just in general, please, in his life right now? We've got the Four of Cups. We've got some boredom there. Daydreaming, looking out the window. And we've also got the Tower reversed. I think that is. Yes, that's the Tower reversed. Okay. All right, what else have I got? We've got the Tower. I think that's Mars, Aries energy. And we've got impartiality and trickery reversed. So he really, you know, in some ways he can't be bothered. He's kind of sitting back waiting for something to happen. And when I see the Tower reversed, it can represent to me that there's an imploding going on. Because usually when we see the Tower card, it represents a sudden awakening, some kind of jolt in action, like some shock happening, it's like a sudden revelation. Things can come crashing down. Our reality can come crashing down. Things are just the same old, what's going on in his life right now. He's looking out the window, you know, feeling that, you know, wants to explore, wants to get out of these four walls that he's in. And it does feel like too, when I said before that he might not really think outside the box, he might be someone who's just very conservative, things have to be a certain way. That's quite boring, you know. He might be thinking that, you know, it'd be good to actually get out and have a coloured life. So we see the paint can represent colour. So it's like he's in a dull energy. He might have a dull life. He wants to kind of colour it up a bit, you know, live a bit more of a colourful life. And that's something he might be pondering on and reflecting on right now. Has he been playing it too safe in life, you know? And the trickery is, who is he tricking? Who is he kidding? You know, he's only kidding himself at the end of the day. So let's see, how is he feeling? What's his current energy, I should say, regarding you right now? How is he feeling about you? So we've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles reversed. We've got the Knight of Swords. Wow, yep, that's coming out, so I'll let them come out. And we've also got the Devil card, the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Lovers. Okay, I'll move that little froggy, hang on. We've got Gemini energy there. Gemini, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Gemini again, and Capricorn. Wow, Capricorn and Gemini are coming up twice, and Pisces. So he does really want to come forward and just maybe, you know, open his heart a little bit to this. He feels very, what does he feel? He feels new in this. He doesn't feel like he's got a lot of the knowledge, you know, or experience on how to deal with this relationship, on how to deal with you, because you are the feminine, okay? And look how she's got the warmth around her, and she's in the cold area, you know, cold climate here, and she's got this beautiful fire keeping her warm, but she doesn't look very happy. So it could be that she's just very serious. Maybe at the moment he feels that you just are a bit serious, you've gone a bit cold on him. You've put the fire out, you know, and he just doesn't know what to do with that right now. He does want to come forward and slice and cut away the old stuff that's restricting him. Like we do see, this is the family home in this card. This is the Devil. It's a very interesting card, you know, compared to most of the tarot cards that you see these days, but it can represent restrictions and breaking free from addictions and on old patterns, etc. Can represent our shadows. And I feel like he wants to get this sword and just cut it all away. He wants to, he feels annoyed with himself because he has been so careful and hasn't, you know, taken a risk. And I feel like that's what he's doing. He wants to take a risk. He wants to come charging in and just cut it all away, you know, all the stuff that's been holding him back from commitment, from making the move, for allowing things to flow, because he's been controlling things out of his own fears here. And instinct, yeah, he hasn't trusted in his instinct. He's been too much in his head over, you know, analyzing and pondering on all of this and what he, you know, thought he should do in this. And that's how he's controlling things, through his mind, thinking and over-analyzing, rather than trusting in his feelings and his heart and going with it. Because he really looks up to you as someone who's got their life together, and really wishes that he could be there with you as well. He feels like you're leaving his life. We see this beautiful card here. See, they're both looking eye to eye. They have chosen each other, and I feel like your divine masculine has chosen you. He really does love you. He might have a beard. You might have a divine masculine with facial hair. You might have red or auburn type of hair here, or red-brown hair. There might be someone who's come into their wisdom. I feel like he looks at you as someone who's very wise. We've got the white hair here, which can represent wisdom. Also someone who's lived a really hard life, you know, going grey. And that's something too. He just feels like you've learned so much. You've got so much wisdom, yet he's back here and he's got no idea. He doesn't really have that much experience. Maybe he's really held himself back from allowing himself to be in love, you know, before, or he hasn't had that much experience in it. Because this Page of Cups energy shows someone who really is trying to explore, but they're really not sure. You know, they're not sure. He doesn't know how to trust in his instinct or follow his heart. He's got no idea how to follow his heart. So, current energy. So, secrets. I hate not knowing what's going on. So, it could be also that, you know, you're closed off to him, or he's closed off, and he just doesn't know what's going on with you, and he's really not liking the fact that he can't see. He doesn't know. He really wants to know. He's very inquisitive, very curious, wants to know things. He gathers information. He's that kind of person. Once again, reading glasses here as well. Someone might be seeing wolves as well. You might see a wolf. Love, I'm so madly in love with you. See, that's the truth of it. He is in love with you. He does want this commitment with you. All right, so let's have a look. So what's going on? What does he want from you? So we got the Queen of Wands reversed. He wants you to be warm and loving and nurturing, and keep your, you know, doors open for him. And this is the Empress card. Beautiful, beautiful smiling Empress. Might see rabbits on your path as well. But let's see what else. Okay, what's that? What else is going on? The Two of Wands is reversed. We got the Ace of Wands, and we got the Sun. I'd say, is it the Sun? Yeah, that's the Sun. How beautiful. Okay, so that's once again the warmth. See, the Sun is the Leo energy, and this is the Aries energy. It's all that fiery, beautiful energy. He looks at you as the most gorgeous, divine feminine. He puts you on a pedestal, basically. And what I see is that he's just not sure how to bring this about, how to open the door to communication. If you're not in contact, he doesn't know how to bring that forth. He doesn't know what to say. Even if you are in contact, he doesn't know how to express himself to get this out. You know, he doesn't know how to articulate it. For someone who's so smart, he just doesn't know when it comes to love. He doesn't know. He's almost like mute, you know, at this point with it. But there's a lot of passion here for you, and he wants you to keep shining that shining that light, holding that passion for him. And yeah, see how she's kind of like holding the wand in this as well. Like, it's just this real beautiful energy, and she's pregnant and she's happy and joyful and abundant, and he just doesn't want it to go cold. He doesn't want you to go cold on him. He feels like you're the one that would show him the way. He's kind of like feeling really stupid at this point. And I think that, you know, for you, you might think, well, he should know, you know, he's an adult. He should know how to do and deal with this. He should know exactly what to do. I shouldn't have to tell him. You know, this is what a lot of feminines think. Like, you know, fair enough. You shouldn't have to tell him exactly what to do. He should know. But some of the divine masculines don't know. They actually don't know. Someone might wear a red dress or own a red dress. It's kind of like, reminds me of that song Lady in Red. Okay, so that could be something significant for some of you here. There's also a blue dress. So red and blue dress. The blue is all about communication. It's about healing. It's about expansion. It's that cool energy as well. So yeah, he's definitely feeling that cool vibe from you, coming from you. Yeah, he feels like the pathway is closed. And yeah, it feels like you've definitely closed it. So release. Yeah, he wants to release the past, the old. Perhaps he wants you to as well, to release the past and just try and like let bygones be bygones type thing. Enlightenment. So yeah, he definitely wants you to see something. He wants you to see the light. He wants to see, yeah, he wants you to see the good in him, okay? He wants you to see all the good things, not the dark things, not the horrible things about him. That, you know, maybe he was, because we got trickery and secret, so maybe at this stage he is kind of being a little bit secretive, tucking away, hiding away, not revealing much. And so I feel like he wants to bring enlightenment to you, but only on his terms, okay? So it does feel to me that at the moment he just can't, he doesn't have the courage or the knowledge. Like, he just doesn't know what to do and how to come forward with this. He's really fumbling over, you know, over things and stumbling over his words. Like, he just does not know. He's got no idea. And you would think at his age or whatever, or where he's at in his life, that he should know, but he just doesn't. So intuitive, trust your inner knowing. So this is something he's hoping for, is to trust his inner knowing. He really wants you to be in tune with him, because at the moment you might have judged him too quickly or too harshly. And I think that's what he wants, is that you just to see the real him, release those outdated thoughts or beliefs on him, maybe give him a second chance. That's what he wants. So yeah, don't hold a grudge, because I feel like he might be holding a grudge too, and he's very disconnected. So yeah, it could be working both ways here, and he feels a bit blindsided too. So he could have blindsided you. It could be both ways here. So what's going on underneath the surface here? So we got the Emperor reversed. Yeah, once again, he's not feeling like he's strong on his throne. He's not calling the shots in this. He's just like, maybe you think he's a coward. He's retreated because he just doesn't know. But he definitely has this love for you. He's got this absolute love for you. How cute are they? Like little kids, you know, falling in love. So cute, like the first love type thing. So maybe he does really see that you are his first love. And we've got the Page of Pentacles reversed. So once again, he's just learning. He's still trying to learn about his where he sits in this, you know, with this relationship, how he can offer something valuable to you. He's just really trying to work it all out. He doesn't know. Yeah, he just doesn't know. He's got no idea. And so we've got remorse. I know I've messed up and it's killing me. So someone might smoke. We've got cigarettes there. We've got doves here. So black dog here as well. Someone might own. But, you know, I definitely feel like he's feeling so horrible because there might have been a miscommunication. There's definitely something around contact or communication here that's really, oh my God, like it's really, what's the word? What am I saying there? It's just not gelling. Like, you're just not getting each other. You're on two different pages altogether. Like, seriously. It's like he just needs to really come down to earth and really, like, see things for how they truly are, you know, rather than what he thinks they are. So we got here twin flame. You're my secret mystery, fulfilling every fantasy. So he's secretly thinking about you. See, we see this energy where he's just looking out the window, daydreaming about you and the life he could be having. He's secretly doing that as well. And your scent is addictive, and I swear I can smell you when I'm gone or when you're gone. And so, yeah, he might actually know that you're twin flames. He might know about that. For some of you, I do feel he does know. He might be quite open up to this, you know. He might be opening up to this right now, looking and researching up on it. If you've told him that you're twin flames, or if he's just maybe watching your social media, seeing posts on twin flames, he's looking it up. Okay. And so we've got, sometimes I just don't know how to reply or express what's inside of me. Yeah, here it is. But I do read and even write out what I want to send back. I just freeze up and delete it. That's exactly what's going on. And you're my other half. I know that you are. You left a piece of you in my heart and I within yours. So he says, I want you to be happy. And I wanted it to be you. So he really does feel like he's messed up right now. He really does. He doesn't know what to do. You are my family, and leaving you is harder than you will ever know. And that's blank. So it could be that there's still some things to you know, unspoken words between you. That could be what that means. There's unspoken words here that are still, you know, going to be expressed at some stage, I feel. So he says, I'm dreaming. I dream about you holding me close. It feels safe and warm in your arms, and I never want the dream to end. This needs to be my reality. So he's smelling you, he's dreaming of you, he's daydreaming about you. And I'm thinking, I've been hearing songs and music that reminds me of you, and it makes me want to reach out to you even more. So whilst he's sitting back, you know, thinking, dreaming, daydreaming, he's also listening to music. He might be playing music if he's in like a musician. And I want to tell you how I feel. I wonder what you would do if I turned up at your door. Expect me. So that's something else he's thinking about in this stage right now, is what happens if I just turned up? Because he's not good with expressing himself in text, especially if there's issues between you. It might be that it's just not coming out right. Or, you know, he's fumbling over things. So I feel like, yeah, he does fantasize about that. We both weren't prepared for any of this. We both need more time and healing before it is safe for us to be together. And our story will be the greatest love story ever told, you'll see. And I don't feel ready for you yet. Yeah, he's just not there. He's just not there. And regret, there it is again. So thinking about past mistakes, wishing it was different, and ruminating. So I do feel like he wants to come forward and enlighten you a bit more on what he meant when he said a certain thing or did a certain thing. Like, I just feel like he really wants to bring truth to you about how he really does feel about you. What does he think that you're saying to him? I want you so bad, I crave you. So he feels that you're saying this, you know, like maybe he's hearing it in his thoughts, that you want him so bad that you crave him, and it could be actually what's going on right now. And I wish you could see how special you are to me and that I am right here. So he does realize this sometimes, you know, that he's really analyzing this, like, what do you see in him? You know, what is it that you're seeing in him? He knows that he could be special to you. Maybe you've told him how special he is to you and that he's really thinking about that, you know, and you can trust me with your heart. I have so much to discuss with you, and our life would be so good together. So he's feeling that energy, and that's why I think he's thinking about, you know, coming forward to you. So what is his higher self wanting to say to you? So we will be together in the near future soon. Our reunion is imminent, and I'm doing everything I can to be ready for you. I hear your call for me, and I'm coming. This is my promise to you. So what does it say here? I want you and I crave you so bad. So she's calling out to him, you know. I have so much to discuss with you. And he's saying we will be together in the near future. Spark. When we're in a room together, everyone sees our spark. We have this thing, you and I, and it's undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You are the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. So that's probably scared him as well, because he's never felt that before. So that's something very interesting that's occurring for your divine masculine right now. Okay, so that's also the 39, 10, 11, 12. So that's the hanged man in the tarot. The number's equal to 12, which is the hanged man, which is all about pausing, reflecting, trying to see something from a different angle, receiving that enlightenment that we saw here before. And that's what he's doing, is he's coming to that conclusion within himself that you will be together soon. It's just going to take some time. And I feel like a bad person when I look in your eyes and remember the things that you went through. What does it say? No, the things that I put you through. Yeah, he's feeling really guilty about stuff and regretful. And we've got here, I don't know if I'm good enough for you. And I shut myself off emotionally often. Could you handle that? Yeah, he's not good with his emotions, so he will shut down. What's he dealing with? Did we get this before? I can't remember now. So regret, oh my God, there it is there, regret. Did we have them? Oh, I can't remember. See, this is my memory. I think we did, but anyway, cold. So this is the stuff that he's feeling, a lot of regret. He's feeling rebellious. So yes, he's rebelling against things right now. Maybe he's rebelling against, you know, his own feelings. That's what he's doing, is resisting them and trying to make sense of them and fight them. But it's leaving him in a cold place. So I need space right now. And I don't know how to express what I truly feel. There it is. And mistakes are the soul's lessons. So he does realize that you both are learning through this, you know. What else is he undergoing? So we got inner child stuff right here. So it goes back to his, childhood. Goes back to his maybe being brought up in a strict home, or could be religion. There's something going on there where he might have felt quite suppressed. He wasn't able to express his feelings or emotions as a child, and a lot of the masculines do undergo that through the many generations of feeling ashamed because they cry or they're expressing some kind of emotion, and they've got to be tough and strong and just they're doers. They have to take action and express in that way rather than words and feelings. So I think there's a real deep inner child stuff going on here for him. And we do have the Tower, which is the number 16. We've also got the Tower here. So it's almost like he's been crumbling internally, and it all revolves around the inner child stuff right here. So maybe this has triggered him a lot with this, connection with you. Maybe there's things that are coming up for him that he's just no idea how to deal with those feelings. Because they might have been bad for him. They might have been something he was told that was bad to have, to have those feelings. Maybe there's shame around sexual intimacy or love, maybe he didn't get told he was loved enough as a child. So let's see what else. So we got this reversed. So second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is the sacral chakra, makes so much sense. This is reversed. And she's holding the world, is she? I think there. Anyway, this is the sacral chakra, which is about intimacy. It's our sexual center. It's our sensuality. It's the reproduction center. And what I see is that he has got some real blocks here, okay, when it comes to intimacy. Very strong intimacy issues. So he needs to be healed. He needs to heal himself in that way. Maybe get some counseling. Maybe you can send him some Reiki from afar or energy healing. How is his spirit guides helping him? So to be a leader, to take charge, okay, the Holy Spirit is helping him to take the lead of his own life, to be courageous, to take that stand. How is Spirit helping you? So Spirit is helping you to celebrate. Look at this, breaking free from restrictions. So they're the joy guides. 2 have come up for joy guides, so your name might be Joy. But we got celebrate because you're about to break free from restrictions. So that's what they're coming in with. The spirit guides are coming through with healing for you too, because we've got the number 14, which is a temperance, and 28, 9, 10. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. So good luck is coming around this. It's going to be this cutting of things that are holding you back from enjoying your life. And 5 and the 1 is the 6. So Spirit are helping your person to love themselves, okay, so that they can take the lead and take charge of their own life. Right, let's get some charms for you. This is for group 2. Group 2. So we've got the indigo heart lapis lazuli. So that is the third eye. So Spirit is really helping him to start seeing. Seeing is believing, or believing is seeing is believing, and it's turning that around for him to believe, and then he'll see. So it's changing his perspective, that hanged man energy, being able to sit back and look at things differently, and it's also feeling it differently. And also we see the good luck with the 4-leaf clover. Someone might live in Ireland or have an Irish connection. We also have headphones, so we could be listening to music and thinking about you. We've also got the spiritual lessons coming through the heart, so there is lessons coming through for both of you. And we've also got the musical symbol treble clef here as well, so there's definitely songs back and forth, signs being sent. We've got the parrot too, which represents communication. Someone might own a parrot or a bird, but he definitely wants to come through with communication. It could be in a letter, because we do have a letter, okay, so it could be an email or a text. Just, expect a message coming soon, it says. And then we've got the scissors here, which represents something needs to be cut, okay, so he has to cut something off from his life. And nature, so getting out in nature, it says rising from the rubble, okay, rising from the rubble means that he can rise from this stuff. There's been a clash of wings here, so it's kind of showing that, with a joint effort, things can be overcome here together. Someone might be into technology, nanotechnology, sun trap, I don't even know what that is, science stuff. Weed out bad karma. Okay, that's what's happening here as well. So let's get some letters for you. Let's get some letters for group 2. So we've got a K, a J, a D, a W is a W, X, N, U, V, and a T. So, okay, I'm going to have a quick look. What have I got here as in, you've got only one vowel here, I think, here. Oh, I can't see anything with this one, really. It's a hard one with only one. I don't even know if I can see anything with this one. V, U, VW. Could be someone's drives a VW. Volkswagen. I can't see anything else. It's crazy. Tux, might wear a tux. Might be a formal thing happening, like a wedding. Just some kind of formal, might be a dance. I can't see anything else there. I've tried looking here, guys, but that is your reading, okay? If it's resonated, they've got K, J, N, D, V, T, U, X, W. If it's resonated, please comment below. Don't forget to put a green heart in the comments section if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate. And he says, you are the one. So he knows you are the one. He's just trying to battle these inner fears right now and feel, you know, stupid because he's not taking a risk and he's just being too careful. But I think that he, you know, you might really hear from him soon if you're not in contact. If you are in contact, you still might hear from him, you know, what you need to hear this time. So I hope this has resonated, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. Hi, group 3. Welcome, guys. You chose a little blue bird. So let's have a look, and the Arcanum Tarot, which has got some beautiful illustrations in this one. We're going to do it a little bit differently today. I'm just going to see what's going on with your Divine Masculine's current energy, just in general as well, what's going on in his life, because this is what is going on underneath or beneath the surface. What's going on for him right now? How is he feeling for you? What shadows perhaps will we be looking at, or deeper feelings he might be hiding right now? He might be undergoing some stuff that you just got no idea about. So let's see, let me see. I just want to get more of an idea as to what kind of Divine Masculine I'm tuning into. I did this for group 1 and group 2 as well. So yeah, just bear with me for a moment, just tuning in. Got the name Rod. Could be a fishing rod, could be a name Rod, Rodney, Roderick, I don't know. Could be a surname. All right, let me just see. For this Divine Masculine group 3, please. Someone might be a truck driver. I'm seeing the high vis wear, so someone might have a Divine Masculine who is a labourer, or getting like welder, boilermaker. Someone who might be on the roads a lot as well, so could be travelling. I just want to say, if your Divine Masculine doesn't resonate with any of the messages that come through like this, does not mean that this reading is not for you, okay? So it's just that certain messages are coming through specifically. And I've got a woman in my vision right now. She's an elderly woman and she's wearing bright lipstick. So I'm not sure if that's somebody's loved one coming through right now. Got a very grandmotherly, beautiful, nurturing type of energy, and she's wearing reading glasses is what I'm seeing. So that could be relevant to the Divine Masculine who's got a mother or someone in spirit overlooking the connection, overlooking him right now, or it could be significant to you. Got the name Candy. So I'm seeing the shopping trolley, getting the word shopping, so it could be that, what have I got with that? What have I got with a shopping trolley, please, Spirit? What's going on with that message for shopping? I'm not getting it clearly. What is the shopping trolley? Can you give me another message, please? I get a word shopping for parts. So it could be a car part for his house. I thought it was grocery shopping, but it could be shopping for parts for a bike. He might ride a motorbike or drive a car or his truck or whatever it is. There's something he's shopping for at the moment. Maybe he's fixing up something. He might be very good with his hands. I do get a shed that he's currently, you know, he might have like a man shed type thing. What else have I got? I got the pepper, like pepper hair, so salt and pepper. That's happening for some of you, not all of you. I can see a divine masculine with that color hair. Some are in the corporate industry and finding it very stressful at this time. I feel like I get a watch. I get a very big watch on the hand, and I feel that they're slamming their fist on the table. That's what I see with this, is that it's a competitive industry, and they're feeling really, really like frustrated because they're not being, you know, where they want to be up on the ladder, so to speak. I get gardening, vegetable gardens, things like that too for some of you. And I'm getting the word paradise, so there could be somewhere he's living that looks like paradise. You know, it could be somewhere that you wanted to travel together, honeymoon type thing, that kind of feeling too, where you might have wanted to or talked about going to somewhere that was like a paradise, you know, heaven on earth type thing. Because I'm getting the beautiful blue beaches and like islands, Hawaii, something like that. You know, it's just really beautiful. Palm trees. And I do see the snow, so it could be around that time in winter, you know, the snow coming down, that there's this strong connection or a real wanting to be with each other. What initials? Can I get initials today, please? What am I seeing? Well, I got a V, very strong V. This could be, you know, their initials as in their first name, middle name, last name. What else? Got the name Tommy, Tom, Tommy, Thomas. All right, we got any more before I start, Spirit, please? Got the letter L coming through, L. What else can we have, please? I got the bike chain. Now, that's interesting, because I was saying something about bike before, but I actually see a bike chain, a greasy, like grease. So he might be a mechanic. He might work with, you know, vehicles, bikes, cars, mechanics, whatever it is there. What else do we see? Might go bike riding, might have a bike that's not working at the moment or something along those lines right now. Oops. Okay, I think we'll get started. I could be here all night doing this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to do a particular reading specifically on what I'm just doing now, tuning in, okay? I'm going to do a reading like that. Might not even have any cards in it. Just do one like that for you guys. Let me know if you're interested in that. All right, so let's see what current energy is your divine masculine sitting in group 3 regarding just anything in his life currently right now, generally. What's going on with him right now? Got the 3 of Pentacles reversed, so things just don't seem to be working for him right now. He might not be receiving that recognition at work, not working in a team, you know, things like that could be happening. We got the Moon reversed. And we've also got the Justice card. That's interesting because that did flip up before. So Libra energy, Pisces energy here. You might have a moon. He might have a moon in Libra, or you might have a moon in Libra. Okay, so balancing the scales. Interesting, she's got a love heart in this one. And there's, I think, a feather in that one. So at the moment, you know, he's not seeing clearly. you know, because the Libra, the Justice card, is very logical. It's all about what's fair. It's weighing up things fairly and logically. And I feel like truth is coming through, but, you know, this is reversed as well, because this can represent Cancer too, sorry. Cancer, Pisces for the moon. This can represent confusion, things that are hidden behind the scenes, the need to trust in one's intuition, and he's not trusting in his intuition when it comes to being where he wants to be, to get to the top, to work with others, you know. He might be someone that's very hard to work with sometimes. And I mean in business too. He just might be someone that needs to work on his own, and he's a very, very creative, imaginative, gets like a hard-working kind of divine masculine. That's what I get with this one. He might be very artistic. See how they're kind of painting something? He might be artistic as well. He might be musical along those lines, and he just wants things to expand, like he's constantly thinking of new things, but people just don't seem to be on his wavelength, or vice versa. So I feel that in some ways he might be really finding it hard to work with other people and just gel and let things flow. He's definitely emotionally stunted in this as well, like there's something he's just not getting. He could work in the legal field. Okay, so we got the Justice card here. So it could be that this field is just no longer right for him. He needs to move into something else, whether it be the law or anywhere else he's working. There's something that's just not working for him. It's stunted at this time. It's almost like his higher self is trying to pull him back, you know, to also look within, I'm hearing. So he can look within. See how she's got the blindfold? It's because she's trying to weigh up like her, what is it? She's balancing karma, but she doesn't want to be swayed by anything. If she has her blindfold gone, she's going to be able to see things which are going to blur her vision. And what she wants to do here, you know, the Justice card, Lady Justice, is keep herself blindfolded so that she can go within and trust in her own instincts and look at things objectively. And I feel like at the moment he's just not doing that. He's getting a little bit frustrated with things, hitting a brick wall, lies, I can't seem to do what's right. So once again, maybe putting on a persona to the world that he's, you know, up and rising and up and coming. You know, it's kind of like he's just moving onwards and upwards, and he's not. He's just not. So he's kind of trying to wing it, you know, but he's not being, he hasn't got a strong foundation going on with this. He's coming undone, like things are coming undone for him right now. Could be that he has been literally lying, and things will start to come undone. The truth will come out, you know. And lonely. So I'm so tired of feeling alone. So he really is in a space of perhaps needing to retreat, really look at himself. And if he is a person that just constantly wears that mask or that blindfold, even sometimes it might be that he just doesn't want to see what's going on, but he won't tap into his own intuition either. Then he's just going to keep chasing his own tail, going around and around, wondering why people are not wanting a bar of him, or, you know, leaving him in his life. So that's pretty sad for him, you know, because he's got to start looking up. He's got to start looking up and listening to other people's point of view. And it's not always, you know, him that it has to go his way type thing. I do feel like there has been some secrets that he does hold and hide things, you know, and it does stay behind the scenes. Like he won't really share his deeper feelings, and it could be with anybody, not just you. I feel like he really does keep up this facade or this face. He might even be smiling a lot when he's really in a lot of pain. You know, there's a lot of deep stuff here that he's just got to deal with and one day face within himself. So how is he feeling towards you? So we've got the Three of Wands reversed. And we've got the Eight of Swords reversed. We've got the Queen of Cups. And we've got the King of Cups reversed. So, got the beautiful blue in these cards too. So we've got Scorpio, Cancer energy there. So this is someone who's trapped in, once again, blindfolded. And he wants to break free from these self-limiting beliefs, things that are holding him back, things that are trapping him in, which is his own delusions here, right? They're trapping him in. And this also affects this connection, what's going on here. Because if he can't be true to himself and face himself and get real, right, then he can't ever break free and be true to himself and confront this, you know, pursue this relationship or confront you when he's still got a blindfold on. Some of you might wear red, you might have a red robe, you might have a white robe. You know, we've got interesting here, the orange robe, orange, green and brown in these cards. So it's very earthy colours. He's got to get back down to earth. He's got to ground himself. That's for sure. Because he's kind of living in another world right now. And he wants to be able to, like, he sees you, Divine Feminine. He sees you with your beautiful cup of love, that you are this beautiful, nurturing goddess, you know, that you are this loving healer, this psychic. So someone who's so in tune with her emotions and has so much love to give. Like, you have so much love to give him. And he can see it from, you know, from afar, watching this. He can see you from afar. So he might be watching your social media. You know, and even if you are in contact with each other, it's like he is kind of keeping it, like he's got this distance, emotional distance going on. He's sitting back just observing you and watching you, wanting you, wishing, you know, that this could be, you know, together. See, she's got the lotus in her hand. This is the wisdom that she holds. This is the crown chakra stuff. So the Divine Feminine is very wise, very in tune, very psychic. Psychically aware, and he's aware, right? The Divine Masculine is aware. Your Divine Masculine is aware that you are in tune, that you are sitting back knowing what's going on. Like, you can see through that mask. You can see that he's trapped himself in, that he's the one that's, you know, put himself there. And he's the only one that can get himself out. Like, you're sitting there going, you know, I know. I can feel this. I know what's going on with you. I'm just sitting back waiting for you to face yourself. Face the music I'm hearing. Yeah, and I mean, the King of Cups reversed. This is the masculine. He's reversed. Some of you might have an aquarium with fish. And also the beautiful blue. Look at the royal blue in these cards. Like, this is the communication. And he's emotionally blocked because the King of Cups emotionally are very mature. They've mastered themselves, you know, they've mastered their intuition. He holds a very strong love for you, but he's holding it back because he doesn't feel good enough. He doesn't feel like he can face you. He's too scared to. He's in a bit of like a cowardly energy here. And it doesn't want to come across that way, of course. But he doesn't feel good in himself. He's running away not just from you, but from himself. He's running away from all the things he needs to face in his life, because that's where the karma comes in. Karma's catching up with him now. And he doesn't like what he sees, and he feels alone, and he, you know, for some of you, your Divine Masculine has lied to many people about who he truly is. He hasn't really shown who he truly is to anybody. There's a real fear about showing his true self here. Yeah, I don't know if I'm as strong as you think I am. So he sees that you're looking at him. You can see this, but, you know, this facade he's putting on, this strong masculine who's getting things done in the world, is not really strong. He's crumbling within. And there is a lot of sensitivity here with your Divine Masculine. He is an actual very sensitive, in-tune person himself. It might even be an empath. You know, you're both empathic. Yeah, so we've also got despise and full of hate. So he hates himself for not being strong, see, for not being strong and for not being that courageous person, you know, to come through and face you and express. Because this Divine Masculine does not express his emotions, his deeper feelings. He keeps them locked in. And he might have even said things to you, you know, to keep the peace. And it could have been beautiful, deep things at one stage. But then he withdrew. And so you thought, well, was that even real? Perseverance, acceptance. Yeah, he wants to persevere. Okay, what's going on? This reminds me of the Nine of Wands card, this one. So we once again got the red. Interesting, isn't it? Because I think the song came through, Lady in Red, in the second reading. I'm getting it in this as well. Because we've got a feminine right here and a feminine here in red. So this is interesting, Lady in Red. And the orange butterfly represents the sacral chakra. So I feel like, you know, he's trying to persevere. And he really wants your acceptance. He really does. Like, I think it really means a lot to him to have your acceptance, because if he doesn't, he'll just feel so rejected by you, because he is very sensitive. I feel like even if you tell him off, he's like someone that will just really, you know, it really stings him. And because he really is so much about how his image is, you know, how he's seen and perceived, and he would hate to think that you're talking about him, you know, stuff like that, to his friends or family. Yeah, I didn't do these for the current situation. So destiny. So yeah, he feels like, it's interesting because he feels like he has a destiny. He has this special place to be in the world, which he does, but he hasn't been going about it the right way. And he might have been rubbing, you know, people up the wrong way with this too. He might have been getting in their bad books with this, because we've got the black and the white yin-yang energy here too, but it's kind of like the good side and the dark side, you know. I'm thinking of Star Wars. He could be a Star Wars fan that's coming through, but you know, it's like the dark side, going for the dark side. So it's almost like he is, you know, with the scales here, good or bad, like what's he doing? What is he doing? So it's like he's finally facing some stuff now, you know. It's all coming to him right now, and he might not have much support around him, because it could be that he's just really had this coming for some time, to have to really stop running and face his demons or inner shadows, whatever you want to call it, within right now, because you can only run so much from yourself, you know. You can only run away for so long, or put on a show for so long for people until they really start to see who you are, because you start crumbling. You can't hold it together forever. And that's what's going on with your divine masculine, is that this strong facade, you know, this strength, this someone who's just invincible, you know, is starting to really come apart now. And it's a sad thing, you know. It's a really sad thing, because I feel like he is a really good person. I just see someone who's such a really good person, but this, you know, he's been channeling it in the wrong way. Like, he's just been channeling everything that he could be giving in the wrong way right now. And we do know it's meant to be, because he is learning lessons through this. He's mostly lonely at night too, with the moon energy going on there. He's really lonely at night. He's thinking of you. He's thinking about, like, reflecting on his own life and why he's not getting ahead. It's because he's had that tunnel vision, and he's only looking at things through a certain light. And I feel like he's been that way with you as well, and this connection feels like things have to be a certain way, and then he has this defeatist and like kind of attitude if things don't turn the same, you know, kind of way. So I think that's why that perseverance is coming in, that he's starting to learn, you know, that you have to really fight for things. You have to still hang in there, and maybe that's what he wants you to do, is to hang in there and don't give up on him. So what's going on beneath the scenes here? You know, what does he actually want with you? I mean, what does he actually want with you? So we got strength. Ooh, that's a beautiful card. Someone could be Leo. We've got the Seven of Cups. And Six of Cups. Beautiful energies. Ooh. Got the Page of Pentacles reversed. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. That does want to come out, that one. And the Page of Swords reversed. Okay. All right, give me a moment. Got the Leo, Gemini, Virgo energies there. All right, let's see. Yeah, so he really needs you to be a strong divine feminine, because he's not coping. He's just not coping, and even if you're not in contact, he really just needs that energy. He needs you to stand strong and just not cave in and not fall apart. You know, it's a beautiful feminine here holding this lion, and she's just holding back, just being composed, looking out from the distance, looking in at him and saying, you know, once again, that Queen of Cups energy, she just knows. You just know what your divine masculine is doing to himself. Like, it's like everything's unraveling for him now, and it's like you're sitting back just knowing, okay, like, it's almost like she's got a bit of a sad look on her face too, like, you know, it's a wistful look. She's looking out and thinking, you know what, I know that this is happening for you, and I feel sad for you, but I also have to stay strong in this for us, because I know that the lessons that you're undergoing are necessary for your own soul's growth, for your own strength. And yeah, because he's really starting to realize, you know, he can't run away any longer from himself. And doing this and living this life, this cycle is just tiring and it's exhausting and it's going nowhere. So this is where he needs your strength, Divine Feminine, and he doesn't want you to go choosing anyone else. He wants you to choose him at the end of the day. You know, he really does. He wants you to return to him. He wants you to hold on to the happy memories that you shared together. Maybe you have known each other for many, many years. You've had a long history together. You might have been childhood sweethearts. That's only for some of you. You know, but he knows that you are his soulmate. He knows that you share a very strong kinship here. And these children are so damn cute. So it could be that he wants to have children with you, or you do have a family and he just wants to repair it, you know. That could be something. But he definitely doesn't want you having your options open. He wants you to be strong for him and to wait for him, you know, to hold back and wait for him. He realizes that he doesn't have much to offer you right now. But he's asking you to persevere with this and to keep faith in him, because he wants to be able to work on himself and bring it together. And, you know, this, once again, the Seven of Pentacles, he doesn't want you giving up and losing out, you know, hope on this, losing faith in this. He wants you to hold out. Once again, Lady in Red. So interesting this is coming up. And another one, Lady in Red, looks like red. So, yeah, it's interesting. So I feel like, yeah, another feminine in here waiting for the harvest, see? And it could be that you've been waiting for a long time for this to come about, you know, for this to come to fruition. And he just hasn't been able to offer anything, and you've maybe received promises from him. You've been waiting a long time. He's saying, please wait a little bit longer. I'm just still getting there, you know, but I want you, and I hate how I am, and I hate how I'm not strong enough and got my life together. But yeah, he definitely wants you to choose him. You know, he feels that you're destined to be together as well, with the Destiny card there. Page of Swords reversed, you know, there could be... he doesn't want you to lash out at him or go stone cold on him or cut out communication. He doesn't want that at all. So, rejection. Yeah, he's afraid of rejection. He doesn't want you rejecting him. And he's afraid you won't forgive him. See, reversed here, he's afraid you won't forgive him. So for some of you, you might see rhinoceros on TV or something like that. You might have children. There's a little kite here. You might see lions. I want to make you smile again. He wants you to be happy. Yeah, he really does want to bring in that happiness with you. All right, let's see what he wants to say. So, you know, we did see pretty much what's underneath the surface there. So we've got the Seven of Swords. Yeah, that's the sneaking away, see? Avoidant behavior, evasiveness, slinking away, you know, ghosting type thing. And he might have done that to you. And Seven of Wands as well. Got 777 could be a number that you see. And we've got the King of Wands. So that's that courageous, you know, powerful visionary leader that he wants to come into. He wants to be this way. But he's not that right now. And that's the facade, see. That's what he puts out to the world. But really, he's been slinking away, you know, hiding away and running away. And for some of you, he might have done people wrong and then, you know, just ran away and didn't confront them and was doing people wrong, might have ripped them off money or something, you know, for only some of you. But I just feel like he's had to learn some harsh lessons on morals and how you don't treat people, you know, because it could have been an ego thing that kept him, kept him going for some time, you know. That's what's going on. And I feel like he is this gorgeous person, though. He can be this. He has a potential, strong potential, to be this confident, successful person and leader in life, but he's, as I said, he's done it the wrong way around. He's gone and done things around the wrong way. So impartiality. So yeah, it's almost like an indifference here. Yeah, he might be just neutral at the moment, just trying to keep it together, like he doesn't want to crumble fully, but yet he can't have it all together and be as confident as he wants to be. And he's coming into gratitude as well. He's starting to learn gratitude, okay? So let's see, what does he want to say to you? So he says, nights are the worst for me. It's as if all my feels are amplified, which I said before, he's feeling so lonely at night, thinking about you, reflecting. Memories, I have too much passion building up for you. I'm going to explode. Now that's that passion with the King of Wands as well there. And don't hold back. Jump in and give to me, all of you. Set the pace so I can too. And I know we have a connection unlike any other. Sometimes I try to deny it, but I can't ignore the signs I receive. And I just want to make love to you, somewhere safe and warm, tell you all my secrets and dreams and fall asleep in each other's arms. And I've got that heart song, all I want to do is make love to you. That's another song coming through for you guys. That's your song. So, wow. Yes, tell you all my secrets. See, we did see that there's lies, like things being secretive, you know. He wants to tell you all that's being held within him, all these deeper feelings he has for you. And confidence, self-assured, bold and balanced. That's what he wants to be. He's coming, you know, he might be coming into that inner child energy, playful, reflecting, soul-searching right now as well. So there can definitely be some inner child issues here. Right, let me have a look. What else have we got? So we've got here, I'm not sure I'm ready to grow up. So that's an inner child, also playful energy. Maybe he just doesn't want to grow up. He just wants to do what he wants to do and remain a free spirit and not really have to learn these, you know, things he needs to learn. And what if you can never forgive me for my past mistakes? We have a guitar here and a drummer, so he could be a musician, could play an instrument, could be smoking, drinking as well, could be into photography. Okay, we've got the camera there. And it says here, I feel like a bad person when I look in your eyes and remember the things I put you through. And there's also money here, so it could be that he was gambling, you know, gambling with life, gambling realistically, gambling with your love. You could take it how it resonates. But he's definitely put you through so much and he doesn't know if you'll ever forgive him, see. And for some of you, it could have been that he was lying to you. There could have been infidelity for some of you. I don't really get that in this reading, but there's just a feeling of him just, maybe even just avoiding questions or avoiding you, you know, and you might have been suspicious and paranoid about, well, what's he hiding, you know? But it might not have even been anything too bad. It's just that that's just how he is. So we've got, I've been a complete fool thinking that the grass would be greener on the other side, but it wasn't. Please forgive me. He really wants your forgiveness. Yeah, he really feels bad. He really does. I remember you. And that reminds me of the Six of Cups energy, like memories. I remember you from the past. And that reminds me also of that Skid Row song, I remember you. So that's another song of yours coming through. I remember you, Skid Row. And what does it say? All the sleepless nights. That's what they say in that song. That's what this divine masculine is having. Sleepless nights, reminiscing on the past. Happier times together. And you were never the problem. I was just caught up in my own pain. So this is going to be a bit of a longer reading today, guys. I'm sorry, but this is what's coming through. So I'm jealous. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. It makes me angry because it's my fault. You are spending time with them and not me. I feel like a total fool. Because you might have put up some boundaries as well. Like, you are someone to be respected. And he knows that. So, you know, he's stuffed up here. You've just worn your crown very firmly on your head. And you've gone off and done what you need to do. And you know, you're hanging around people who are good for you. And You demand that respect, and I feel like he gets really jealous because he is the person that hurt you, and he's been, you know, kind of like, maybe you pushed him aside in a loving way, but you were assertive with him. And if that's not happened for you, then it's just an energy that he's picking up from you, that you have boundaries, you have worth, you know your worth, and you are in your circle, you know, in your social circle, in your family circle, you're in your tribe right now with people who do treat you right. So let me message you. If I don't reply, I'm planning what to say. I get stressed when you message me again asking what's wrong. Nothing was wrong, but now it is because I feel paranoid I have done something wrong. Don't rush me. So that's going to be a very significant message, okay? For some of you, might not be anything you've done now, might have been in the past. And it's still affecting him in some way, that he still feels that even if there is no contact right now, it's still hanging there, that he needs to come forward with an explanation. So he says, I feel you. My spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I am definitely thinking of you. So if you see spiders, it's interesting it's saying spider. If you see spiders, that could be also his way of, you know, showing you that he's thinking of you. So let's have a look. See, we've got the Divine Feminine 101. I'm going to use these cards as to how he might feel. Like, what is he feeling your messages coming through for him? What does he feel? So I see signs about you in the films and shows I watch. Even the adverts remind me of you. So this would be your message to him. So he's wondering, he's seeing shows, right? He's seeing shows. And he's wondering if you've seen the same shows that he's watching. And he might be seeing your name or hear his own name in the show or the film. And he's wondering if you're actually watching those or thinking about him when you see that. And why don't you reply to me? It hurts so much. So he knows that there's a message that's been left unsaid here that he knows he needs to explain or come back to you with. And that's why he knows it hurts you when he doesn't respond. He does know this. And am I going crazy? I feel like I am. Help me. So he understands and recognizes and feels it, because he is an emotional empath here as well. He is very sensitive and psychic himself. He's feeling it, that you might be feeling this sometimes, that, you know, this bloody journey, this crazy journey is making you feel like you're going a bit insane here. So it could have been that, you know how sometimes people can make you feel like you're bloody going crazy. It's almost like a gaslighting type thing. That, you know, am I crazy because I swear that you said this to me or something, or I swear you were doing that behind the scenes or whatever. But yeah, I think the Divine Feminine is starting to really question herself, and he's realizing that as well. His higher self says to you, stargazing, my love for you is written in the stars. Look up at the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We were destined since time immemorial. We don't need to rush this love. It is eternal. So look at this. Destiny, we are destined. He's looking at the stars. So if you're looking up the stars, so is he. We've also got a full moon in this card, full moon in the moon card. So, you know, it's definitely a nighttime thing here. You might have even looked at the stars together at some stage. And guess what? In the tarot, number 17 is the star. How cool. So 43, wonder. I close my eyes and think of the wonder that is you. You are a special, unique creation that is heaven sent. Feel the light that blooms within you and connects us together in spiritual truth always. It's a miracle you are mine. So that's his higher self message. And, oopsies. All right, so let me just see what else I need to get, because I know there's a few messages here today. What is he healing? What's going on? So procrastination and healing. So his healing is being procrastinated right now. You know, well, he's procrastinating with his healing, I should say. Yeah, absolutely. And that's because he's still stuck and running away. See, he's not seeing things clearly right there. Did I get, see, this is hard when I've only done 2 readings. I can't remember. What energy is he in, like shadows? So he could be on drugs, okay? Only for some of you. He could be, drugs can be cigarettes, okay? Drugs can be alcohol, things like that. He might be drinking. He might be self-medicating in some way. And manipulation and brutality. So I feel like, yes, that's what it is. He's feeling the brutality now. Everything's coming to catch up with him now. Everything's catching up with him now regarding that karmic stuff. So he might have been trying to manipulate people. You know, if you run away from people and don't confront things, it's going to catch up with you in the end. And that's what I feel like's going on for him right here. Okay. I can't remember if I got these cards now. So I'm still with you. So he still feels that, you know, spiritually he's still with you. And I have my own healing to do. Yes, absolutely. He really does. And that's what's sad about this too, is because he knows you're waiting. And I would still go back. And some of you might say, hell no, I'm not waiting. Well, yeah, I think you are in some ways waiting. I would still go back, he says. It's time to learn and grow from this. And you're so much stronger than you think. So he knows the Divine Feminine's really strong, like she's able to hold her own. Alright, so let's have a look what else is here. And we got 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So, you know, this is the crown chakra where wisdom can be downloaded here. So it's like he's still attached to the ego, see? He's still wearing that mask. And she's tied down here, see, with the chain. So it's almost like Spirit is trying to help him to... it's like that dark night of the soul, like where his true reality, like that, the outer reality is breaking down and crumbling so that he can finally see who he truly is and what the mission is here, you know. And we've got 5 and 5, so 4 and 1 is 5, 5 there. 5s are all about change, can be conflict, can be chaos. So, you know, when you're undergoing a transformation of some sort, it can be extremely scary and painful. You want to run away and hide from things. And that could be what's going on for him too. There's some truths that he's had to face and he's really maybe not strong enough to face them right now, but he's undergoing some kind of an awakening, I feel. It is like a dark night of the soul type thing for him, because his reality that he thought he knew, you know, everything that he thought he knew is like coming coming apart now. So how is Spirit helping him? Gaia, physical body and creativity. Creativity guides. So it could be that at the moment he just needs to get out and really look after his body and get out in nature. Maybe go for a run or a walk. That's something that he needs to do, is just also ground himself in his energy, because he's quite detached. So there's a dissociation going on here. And be creative, get creative. There's an instrument here, there's a guitar. So it could be, once again, that he is a musician, or just get creative with paint, colour, draw, be expressive, you know, maybe go out and do some gardening, maybe get a tattoo, whatever it is. There's something to do with self-love here as well. How is Spirit helping you? Guardian Angel Michael, self-esteem. So Spirit is helping the Divine Feminines to love themselves, to bring that beautiful love in. Because look at the angel wings surrounding you. You are loved, Divine Feminine. And the 16 is the Tower in the Tarot. So it's about also loving yourself through all the changes and everything that you've undergone, all the revelations that have been painful to you. Love yourself through all of those as well, okay? Yeah. So want to see the charms now. So it's been a very big reading today. But it's necessary, I feel, this one. So through my lessons, I've become stronger and wiser. So that's happening for your Divine Masculine. I know we are soulmates. And yes, your feelings are correct. I wish you were here. So he is wishing you were with him. Yeah, he really is feeling a lot of pain, but he just can't. He's just not getting it just yet, okay? All those answers he needs for his own growth. He's feeling quite confused and feeling like a victim. But he's going to come out through that, I feel. All right, so we got the money. I did see the money before, so it could be that he might have money. He might be wealthy. Could be that he's gambling, you know, things like that. That could be just chasing his you know, career rather than tapping into his intuition and feelings and emotions. Look at this. We got the star. What did we say? Stargazing. Okay. So there's definitely a star that he looks at and talks to, and it reminds him, you know, he really does believe that he's talking to you and that you're receiving his messages. And we've also got the love heart here. How beautiful. So he does hold a really big love for you. And he really does want to shelter you from all the storm, you know, the emotional stuff that he's put you under. He really does want to shelter you from that with the umbrella there. And we've got the key here too, and it looks like an Aries. All right, that little sign there looks like an Aries. So, you know, you hold the key to his heart. And also it could be around April, what am I looking at? Yeah, April, May, I think it is April. Was it February? I get confused with these. I think it is March. No, April, May, I think it is. Something could happen around then. 2014 here as well. We've got the Euro coin, the 5-cent coin. So once again, another 5, which represents change. We've got the world on there as well. So it could be travel as well, that you might live far away from each other. And we've got that this bond is so strong it can't be broken. So no matter what is going on between the two of you, it can't be broken. And that's interesting because I just put that back in there, but it was hanging out, is that this is the attachments that will be broken, okay? So let's have a look. Two initials stood out to me just then as I was looking at them. It's AJ. All right, let's have a look. So we've got an E, a D, an A, a U, a Z, a K, a J, a Q, and an F. All right, let's have a quick look because I know this is a really long reading today. Where are we? No, what am I saying? Jake, J-A-K-E, Jake. We've got Duke, D-U-K-E. We've got Duke, so I'm thinking of a jukebox. So someone might play a song, or he's playing songs that reminds him of you, like on the, well, could be a jukebox, literally. All right, what else we got here? What else we got? Fake, F-A-K-E, so could be, you know, that at the moment you just feel like he's being a bit fake. He's not being real with his heart. Living a bit of a fake life. Cade, K-A-D-E is a name. Cade, we've got Jade, J-A-D-E. And we've also got Fade, so it's almost like, get that other song, Fading Like a Flower, Roxette. So look that up. I've got it in the links below anyway, guys, near the timestamps. The songs will be there for you. There's so many songs today. We've also, what have I also got here? Don't know, Jude, J-U-D-E. All right, that's the name there, Jude. Yeah, I don't want to keep it too long today. It's a really long reading, this one. Oh, my God. Days. So they're in a daze. He's in a daze when it comes to you. Could be Daisy. I know there's someone called Days MP who's a subscriber here. So it could definitely be a very significant message for her, this reading. Phase. They might be just going through a phase right now. I know it's not the right real spelling, but anyway. Yeah. Fee, F-E-A, so I know that sometimes, I don't know what I'm saying there. I'm getting tired now, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it now, but I'll let you decide. You know, you might be able to find some letters in here as well, some words. F-U-Q-D-E-A-J-Z-K. And if that's resonated, please put a green heart in the comment section below. Don't forget to put a green heart in the comment section if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate. He says to you, hold on to the happy and great lessons, which also reminds me of that 6 of Cups energy too. He's holding on to the happy memories, thinking of you, reminiscing and reflecting on things. And also learning to cherish the sad ones, as he's going to very soon learn, and he is learning just now, that it is starting to bring great lessons for him as well, okay? So I hope that's resonated, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. Hi, guys. So we're going to be looking now at the cards that I used in tonight's reading. I'm so sorry if the light's a bit darker here. My flash is gone now. But this is the Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. And this is the card, Woman Holding a Coin. So it could be at the moment your person's chasing career, I do feel like there could be someone around them that might be manipulating them through money at this time too. Someone might own a black cat as well. And the 42 is the 6, which represents love. So there could be a love of money right now and chasing that kind of thing in their life, in his life. That could be something he's doing. Mother might be holding inheritance over him, something like that. We've also got the Triple Goddess Tarot here. Oh yeah, definite heartbreak right here. So feeling very, very pained, hiding away, unable to face and confront things right now. We've also got, now that's by Jamie Ellsford, I think it is. We've got the Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. This was a gorgeous gift by Nick. Thank you, Nick. And this is Solitude. So your divine masculine is being guided to be alone at this time, so he can go within and reflect, and kind of reminds me of the Hermit energy, the Virgo energy, and the Tarot as well. We've got the 13, which represents the Death card in the Tarot, which is transformation. So to go through that internal transformation, he needs to go within and so, you know, seek out that enlightenment type thing. We've got the Chakra Wisdom Oracle, I should say, by Tori Hartman. And we've got Renewal. So yeah, he's trying to let go of the old. So, you know, that is the process here, going through perhaps a dark night of the soul, the awakening process, you know, going through that dark night so he can come, you know, to life and see the light and face the light and have that renewal in his life. And once again, Lady in Red. This kept coming up, I think, in group 2, group 3. Really interesting. And then we've got the Divine Shadow Self Oracle that I created. Let's see some shadows he might be in. So there's grief. Okay, grief is here. And regret. And maybe going a bit cold. Okay, so it could be that he's a little bit cold on you. You might have felt a coldness with him and he's just withdrawn completely. Maybe there's no contact. We've also got the Heal Yourself Oracle by Inna Segal. And we've got here courage. So yeah, he's trying to build up the courage to face things right now, to face the light, to face the truth. Maybe to, you know, remove himself from things that are trying to hold him back. We've got the Arcanum Tarot by Renata Lechner. So this is the Page of Swords. Yeah, definitely holding back on his words right now, looking at you from afar, gathering information, might be spying on your social media account or, you know, at any kind of social media you might have. You might be looking at your photographs, just sitting back, holding his tongue. He's not really saying much right now. And then we got the Lightseers Tarot too by Chris Ann. So we got the Magician, to trying to come into his own power, trying to manifest things, but at the moment he doesn't have the knowledge or, you know, isn't gathering all that information just yet. He might be a bit closed off. So he's got to go within and learn to harness his own power, trust in his own, you know, magic really. We've also got the Ocean of Emotion cards by Bridget Rao. So we've got Loyalty Forever Yours. So someone might own a white dog. Or a dog, and that's what he wants to be, is loyal to you forever. He really does see that he is quite loyal to you. He loves you. And the DM's Confessions by Bridget Rao as well. So we've also got You're Better Off Without Me for now. So he doesn't feel like he's good enough for you right now. He's lost. He's a mess. He's got so much crap to deal with, you know, that he just can't deal with. And we've got the Unspoken Messages of Truth and Love by Ashley Snow. So we've got The Timing Is Off and You Are My Family. So even just despite everything, despite being apart and things going wrong and not gelling and not clicking and, you know, not resonating together or aligning, you are still his family. We've got the Charming Oracle Love Messages by Sarah at Charming Oracle. The End of a Cycle, 999, completion. So he is undergoing that end, the tail end of the cycle, okay? Which can be, when you look at the Nine of Wands, there's still obstacles to overcome. He needs to rest and recover and go within and really get those answers before he can finish it off. And so I love you and care for you more than you will ever know. And we've got these beautiful cards here that I just got in the mail recently, Divine Masculine Dark Truths by Liz Harrison, as well as her Divine Feminine 101 cards as well, and I'm in love with them. So we've got the Divine Masculine Dark Truths. Let's have a look. Here we go. I'm understanding, I'm facing my truths and going within to become a better person. I know I have a purpose here and I want to be able to work on that. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to our future. I just need to let the past go first. Please wait for me. Let me message you. If I don't reply, I'm planning what to say. I get stressed when you message me again asking what's wrong. Nothing was wrong, but now it is because I feel paranoid I have done something wrong. Don't rush me. So that's a specific message for some of you. I'm jealous. I get so jealous when I think about you with other people. It makes me angry because it's my fault you are spending time with them and not me. I feel like a total fool. And I feel you. My spider sense is tingling. Are you thinking of me? Because I am definitely thinking of you. And some of these cards did come up in the readings. It's a very significant message for you. We've also got the Divine Feminine 101. So what does the Divine Feminine want to say? Am I going crazy? I feel like I am. Help me. And I see signs about you in the films and shows I watch. Even the adverts remind me of you. And I want you so bad, I crave you. This has come up, I think, in the third reading too. And all I want to know is to know where I stand. Do I matter to you? So that's what he's picking up on as well. And we've got the Moody Moon Messages by Masculine Edition by Sister Moon Tarot. And we've got Inspired, Music, Art, Creative. That did come up a few times, that your Divine Masculine's getting lost in music. He's finding his healing perhaps through music. He's communicating to you through music. He's hearing songs that remind him of you. You might be thinking that you're, communicating to him in some way. Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate that I created. And these are available, to purchase, but also you can win them as a deck of cards. If you keep putting the green hearts in the comments section below, you can win a reading with me. So you are always in my thoughts, and you can win a deck of cards. And we have had many lifetimes together, and on the back of the deck, through my lessons, I've become stronger and wiser. And then we've got these beautiful cards here as well, Divine Lover Oracle cards by Bloom and Arrow. This is their higher self to you, higher self message. Treasure 36, I treasure you and our love. You are so precious to me. You shine brighter than diamonds and are worth more than gold. You are all that I seek. So he really does see that you are his treasure. It's so beautiful. Did I get these ones? Doubts of the Divine Masculine by Sister Moon Tarot as well. And he says to you, what does it say? I still am not successful enough to make a devoted partner. So he just doesn't really feel that he is good enough for you in his life, in his, maybe his career life. Interesting, we have the watch on the hand, because in one of the readings I saw a big watch. And we see I have a lot of addictions you don't know about. So addictions did come up also in a couple of the readings, I think. So I'm thinking that's all the cards that I've got here, is it? I think so. Yes, it is, guys. So I hope that's resonated today. I'm so glad that you were able to, go through the whole long readings, sit through them, because they can be long sometimes, very in-depth. But I really hope you got a lot out of them, guys. And I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings.